Maybe you've studied a lot of complicated idioms in English. Well, we're not going to do complicated idioms to start out this lesson. We're going to talk about some natural phrases that you can actually use very quickly to respond to things. The first phrase is good to know.
Good to know.
I would say this phrase like, good to know, good to know. So this is just a reaction when someone tells you some really useful information, or if they're cautioning you or telling you something that is literally nice or convenient to know in the situation. Let's say I'm in a store and I ask one of the workers to help me with something, and they help me and they say, just so you know, our store closes in 10 minutes, so you'll need to check out soon. And I'll say, oh, good to know, thanks. This means like, thanks for letting me know. Like, they obviously didn't have to tell me, but it was very convenient that they told me that. Another thing, maybe your friend is driving to your house and you say, hey, just to let you know, or I want you to know, there is construction on the road leading to my house, so it might take a little bit longer. The person might say, oh, good to know, thanks. So this is just a really quick reaction that we use all of the time in English. The next phrase is, that explains a lot.
That explains a lot.
So we use this phrase when someone tells us information that adds to our knowledge of a situation. So it makes everything actually make sense, or it tells us something that we didn't know. Now you need to be careful because this phrase, it can definitely be used sarcastically or like humorously. So just be careful how it's taken when you say the phrase. So maybe you have a friend and their teenager is acting really cranky. Like they're just giving a lot of attitude, they're being rude, and the parent says, hey, I'm sorry, they were up super late playing video games. You say, that makes a lot of sense. So you're kind of humorously saying like, yes, it makes sense that they're acting cranky, or it makes sense that they're a teenager staying up playing a lot of video games, but you're saying, oh, of course, that makes sense. It kind of excuses the behavior in a way. Maybe you go to someone's house and it's a really, really nice house and everything seems super expensive, and you find out that they actually inherited a lot of money, and you might say, oh, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. So it explains something that wasn't so clear, or you weren't really sure how it happened before. You may have heard an English speaker say before, that came out of nowhere. That came out of nowhere.
That biker came out of nowhere, right?
This is such a common English expression to mean that something was just very unexpected. So it could be something like weather. Maybe it's a sunny day out and an hour later there's a big storm and a tornado warning, and you say, well, that came out of nowhere, meaning you weren't expecting it and you had gotten used to the nice sunny weather outside. Or maybe someone tells you that they just quit their job and you'll say, well, that came out of nowhere, meaning you weren't expecting it. The person had liked their job before, they had never complained about it. So that's when we use this phrase, that came out of nowhere. It means we were completely blindsided or we did not expect something. Another